Welcome back to Anime Flash Recap. Today we're diving into the heart of One Piece with the Alabasta Saga, where Luffy and his Straw Hat Pirates face their toughest challenge yet. Fresh off their adventures in the early Grand Line, the crew sails into a desert kingdom teetering on the edge of war, battling a cunning organization and its ruthless leader. From scorching sands to rebel hideouts and ancient ruins, this journey is packed with action, loyalty, and heart. As we continue our journey, let's set sail for Alabasta and uncover the next chapter of the Straw Hats' epic quest. The Straw Hat Pirates sail the Going Merry, its sheep-shaped figurehead cutting through the Grand Line's unpredictable waves. They're escorting Princess Vivi, a kind-hearted but fierce royal from Alabasta, a vast desert kingdom gripped by rebellion and drought. Vivi's mission is to stop Baroque Works, a secret organization led by the mysterious Mr. Zero, who's orchestrating the chaos to seize her homeland. Chopper, the shy reindeer with shape-shifting Zoane powers, is still finding his place, his medical bag always ready to patch up the crew. The Mary's deck is alive with energy. Sanji whips up hearty meals, filling the air with the aroma of grilled fish and spices. Nami pores over her maps, navigating the Grand Line's wild currents. Usopp tinkers with his slingshot, crafting new explosive ammo, while Zoro trains relentlessly with his new swords, his eyes fixed on surpassing Mihawk. Luffy stands at the bow, straw hat tilted, his dream to become Pirate King burning brighter than the desert sun. Before reaching Alabasta, the crew stumbles upon a misty island where they meet Apis, a young girl with a gift for befriending animals, and her ancient dragon, Ryu. Apis shares a legend of a lost dragon homeland, and Ryu's fading health pushes her to find it. The Straw Hats, touched by her determination, protect Ryu from a marine named Eric, whose wind-based devil fruit creates slicing gusts that tear through the fog. The crew helps Ryu reach a sacred nesting ground where he passes peacefully, leaving Apis with a dragon egg and hope for the future. This brief detour shows the Straw Hat's heart. Luffy's instinct to help anyone with a dream pulls you in, making you cheer for their growing family and their knack for finding adventure in unexpected places. Back on course, the Mary sails toward Alabasta, but Baroque Works agents are hot on their trail, targeting Vivi to keep her from exposing their plans. Vivi reveals that Mr. Zero is Crocodile, a warlord of the sea with a sand-based Loja devil fruit, allowing him to turn into sand, create storms, and dry out anything he touches. Crocodile's scheme is sinister. He's using a substance called dance powder to cause droughts, framing Vivi's father, King Cobra, to spark a rebellion that will let him seize Alabasta and a legendary weapon called Pluton, capable of destroying entire nations. The crew lands at Nanohana, a dusty port town where the desert heat presses down like a weight. Luffy, always hungry, wanders into a tavern and runs into his older brother, Portgas D. Ace, a commander in the Whitebeard Pirates. Ace, with his fire-based devil fruit, radiates confidence, casually torching a group of Baroque Works grunts who try to ambush them. His reunion with Luffy is warm, filled with brotherly teasing and laughter, but Ace is on a mission to hunt a traitor named Blackbeard, leaving after entrusting Alabasta's fate to Luffy. Ace's fiery strength and easy charm hint at the Grand Line's larger world, leaving you curious about Luffy's family and the dangers they face. In Nanohana, Captain Smoker, the smoke-wielding marine from Logtown, catches up, his sea-stone-tipped Jite ready to nullify Luffy's rubber powers. Ace's flames counter Smoker's smoke, giving the crew a chance to escape into the desert. They trek across the scorching sands to Yuba, a rebel stronghold where an old man named Toto digs tirelessly for water in a dried-up oasis. Toto's loyalty to King Cobra, despite the rebellion's anger, strengthens Vivi's resolve to stop the war. Baroque Works agents Mr. Four and Miss Merry Christmas ambush them, wielding a bizarre dog gun that launches bombs and mole-like tunneling powers that let her burrow underground.
まさかそうお前らだけじゃねえんだよウソップ
The crew learns Crocodile's base is in Rainbase, a city built around a lavish casino, and Vivi forms a plan to confront him and stop Pluton before the rebellion destroys Alabasta. In Rainbase, the Straw Hats infiltrate Crocodile's Rain Dinner's casino, a glittering hub of wealth hiding his operations. Crocodile works with his partner, Miss All Sunday, a mysterious woman whose flower-based devil fruit sprouts limbs from any surface to restrain enemies. Crocodile's arrogance is icy. He traps the crew in a sea stone cage, flooding it with water to drown them, and reveals his plan to seize Alabasta with Pluton while keeping Vivi captive. Smoker, also caged, learns Crocodile's betraying the Marines, adding tension to the stakes. Luffy's defiance burns through. He breaks free with raw willpower, his rubber body resisting the water's pull. Crocodile leaves them for dead, but Miss All Sunday's cryptic decision to free them hints at her own motives, leaving you wondering about her true loyalties. The crew escapes, racing to Alabasta, Alabasta's capital, where the rebellion and royal forces are set to collide in a bloody war. In Alabasta, the Straw Hats split up to stop the war and take down Baroque Works' elite officer agents. Vivi rushes to the palace to warn her father, King Cobra, while the crew faces Crocodile's deadliest fighters. Zoro takes on Mr. One, a cold assassin whose blade fruit turns his body into steel blades, making him a human weapon. Nami faces Miss Doublefinger, whose spike fruit lets her sprout sharp spikes from her body, turning her into a walking trap. Nami, armed with her new Climatak staff built by Usopp, uses weather tricks to outsmart her opponent. Sanji battles Mr. Two Bon Clay, a flamboyant fighter whose clone fruit lets him mimic anyone he touches, creating perfect disguises. Usopp and Chopper team up against Mr. Four and Miss Merry Christmas, using slingshot ammo and Chopper's transformations to dodge the dog gun's bombs and her burrowing attacks. Luffy, determined to stop Crocodile, tracks him to a desert outside Alabasta, where the Warlord sand powers are at their peak. Crocodile's abilities are brutal. He creates sandstorms, turns the ground to quicksand, and dries Luffy's body with a touch. Vivi, meanwhile, races to stop a massive bomb hidden in Alubarna's clock tower, meant to wipe out both rebels and royal forces. Her childhood friend Kosa, now leading the rebels, hesitates as Vivi's desperate pleas reveal Crocodile's lies. The crew's battles push them to their limits. Zoro unlocks a new steel cutting technique, his swords humming with focus. Nami masters her Climatak, turning weather into a weapon. Sanji outwits Bon Clay's mimics with precision, and Usopp and Chopper's teamwork shines, blending brains and brawn. Luffy, learning Crocodile's weakness to water, adapts, using his own blood to wet his fists. Miss All Sunday, revealed as Nico Robin, an archaeologist seeking Pluton's secrets, makes a surprising choice to join the crew. Her knowledge of ancient history adding a layer of mystery. As the rebellion halts and Alabasta finds peace, the Straw Hats sail on with Vivi's gratitude and Robin's enigma, their bonds forged in the desert's heat, ready for the Grand Line's next adventure.